Mundo Deportivo reported that FC Barcelona head coach Xavi Hernandez is now open to continuing in the role. According to Catalan radio station RAC 1, which cited anonymous sources like MD, the club legend has called a meeting with the board to discuss this possibility. The former midfielder announced back in January that he would step aside on June 30th, following a rough 5-3 loss to Villarreal in La Liga. After that dramatic development, however, his team went on a 13-game unbeaten streak, which also took a passage in the Champions League quarterfinals. It was at that stage of competition that Barcelona came unstuck though, achieving a ghastly 3-2 win in the first leg in the Parc des Princes. The Blaugrana threw away a 2-goal advantage by an early Rafinha opener to lose 4-1 on the night and 6-4 overall to Paris Saint-Germain, who will now face Borussia Dortmund for a place in the Wembley final. A few days later, Barca's season was practically ended when the late Jude Bellingham winners sank them in El Clasico at the Bernabeu. Now 11 points behind Real Madrid, Barca has more or less seeded the La Liga crown it won in spring last year and will end the campaign trophyless as it did in Xavi's first term when he succeeded Ronald Koeman in late 2021. The morning after the night before, Xavi reportedly wants to meet with the board to discuss his possible continuity after previously insisting that his original decision is final. Raquan explained that the iconic number 6 wants guarantees to be able to strengthen the squad if he stays, which certainly can't be taken for granted given Barca's delicate economic predicament. The news helps partly confirm a previous Mundo Deportivo report that listed Xavi's two main demands to stay. One was indeed making reinforcements, while the other depended on maintaining good results according to anonymous sources. Considering Barca's last two results in their biggest matches of the season, this is an objective that hasn't been met. But again, considering Barca's financial difficulties, President Juan Laporta might accept the proposal because the club simply doesn't have the funds to contact an elite coach that will succeed Xavi. While the coach has restated time and again that he has no intention of continuing at the club, Barcelona are pursuing for his continuity and have arranged a meeting for him this week to potentially convince him. And while it seems Xavi is not entirely opposed to the idea of continuing, he wants Barcelona to compete at the highest level and has therefore set 3 priority targets for the club for the transfer window, as per Alex Pintanel. The biggest priority for Xavi, and more important for the club, is to sign a holding midfielder this summer who can take over Sergio Busquets' throne. Andres Christensen, Oriol Romeu, and Ilkay Gundogan have all filled in the position this season, but none convincingly enough. As such, Xavi wants Barca to pursue a top pivot, like Real Sociedad's Martin Zubimendi or Bayern Munich's Joshua Kimmich. However, each of those players will cost the club at least 50 million euros, with the former's release clause standing at 60 million euros itself. After João Cancelo's disastrous show against Real Madrid and PSG in the last week itself, it seems his continuity at the club has become seriously in doubt. As such, Xavi is hoping that Barca can bring him a top fullback. Alejandro Balde will definitely continue at the club, while Jules Koundé is also expected to retain his place as the right back of the team. Julian Araujo has had a great season with Las Palmas, but his place in the first team for next season is not entirely confirmed. Finally, Xavi wants the club to go for a differential player, someone who has experience at the top level and can make a difference during big games. His asset of choice is Manchester City's Bernardo Silva. The Portuguese is expected to leave City this season, with his release clause standing at around 58 million euros. However, they will also be pursuing his signing if they can paper over the cracks in other positions. And that's a wrap on today's Game on Dynasty. What do you make of Xavi's choices? Are these players and signings he is urging for going to change their current situation? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, don't forget to like, share, and and subscribe to our channel for all the amazing content we've got. Until we meet again, this is the Game On Dynasty signing off.